While the holidays are a great time to spend more time with our friends and family, for some it can also be a busy time and bring about stress and anxiety. Our Vaughn McKinney has tips on how to beat the holiday blues.
Healthy RC is a successful city-community partnership that takes a broad look at health. Mental health is an important aspect of community health. And with the holidays fast approaching, Healthy RC takes a look at the holiday blues. Those temporary feelings of anxiety or depression during the holidays that can be associated with extra stress, unrealistic expectations, or even memories that accompany the season.
Any time of the year, really, it's important to give the message of awareness of what is mental health, and that there is, it is treatable. You can have a good lifestyle with it, especially during the holidays, because it's a time of year when there's more people that are, kind of reminded of what they do or do not have, as far as whether it be personally, material, but more importantly, family. Family and other people, and a lot of people are alone, and that once again goes back to like some of my own personal experiences, having been, without parents and family for, at a young age and through the years, not recognizing that I was experiencing some of the symptoms of mental health and, depression, loneliness. But it was sometimes just a matter of, reaching out and letting people know that you were feeling this way, and then kind of building on a family out there. So that's kind of what happened for me.
In a recent survey on the holiday blues, 64% say they are affected, and another 24% say the holidays affect them a lot. This might include fatigue, tension, frustration, a sense of loss, sadness, loneliness, or isolation.
Sometimes people just don't know where to begin. They feel something's a little bit off, but they don't know quite how to approach it. Sometimes families may not be supportive. Sometimes cultures may not be supportive. And it's important to provide for people a place to begin. Once you get started, then the next steps come more easily.
Unfortunately, because of the stigma associated with mental illness, many people do not seek treatment for themselves or their loved ones. Nearly 60% of adults with a mental illness didn't receive mental health services in the previous year.
In the course of my life, I've worked a lot with youth and young adults, and there are many stresses in the world today, and people feel overwhelmed. They feel like they have to deal with them by themselves. Here in the United States, we have a very high rate of problems with mental illness. And a lot of times people don't know where to turn, they don't know what to do, and it could create something that could be a small problem that you could get help for, sometimes turns into a much bigger problem, and then a crisis. There are lots and lots of community resources out there. Through the City of Rancho Cucamonga and through the subcommittee, we've put together a list of resources. It's on the city website, so that's a great place for people to go initially if they're not sure. Those resources are divided up by topic area and interests. If you're looking for a specific kind of resource, that's all on there. It's a very comprehensive list.
The Healthy RC youth leaders, community champions, steering committee, and community partners have developed a comprehensive campaign to help dispel the stigma associated with dealing with a mental health issue and encourage residents to access appropriate services.
Last May, we launched a mental health awareness campaign. And one of the purposes was to provide information about resources that are available. But another important part was to help people free themselves from misunderstandings and misconceptions which lead to sort of a stigma about asking for help. We are not just physical beings. We have an emotional side, we have a spiritual side, we have all other factors. If something is awry physically, we go to a doctor or we take medicine, and there's no shame in that. If something is a little bit off with our emotional health or our mental health, it should be the same. We go to a doctor or we take some type of strategy that will help us to relieve our difficulty. And it's only good sense. We wouldn't let a physical ill go untreated, so why would we let a mental difficulty go untreated?
A few strategies to help ease those holiday blues include: get exercise, even if it's only taking a short walk. Stick to normal routines as much as possible. Make a to-do list. Keep things simple. Take time for yourself, but don't isolate yourself. Spend time with supportive, caring people.
I would say be good to yourself. To connect to the resources, be good to yourself. If you feel that you need some support or some help, go after it. You're entitled. The resources are there for you. And it's not a good idea to let yourself be uncomfortable or unhappy or even depressed when there's help there for you. So be good to yourself. Give yourself the gift.
For more information and to access available resources, please visit www.healthyrc.com or call 909-477-2700.